This is the #1 way to get clients in 2026 for your agency, and I'm almost certain you have never seen this method before. I've worked with over 60 agencies. I had my first own agency when I was 17 years old, and I was able to scale that up to 5 figures a month. Web design agency. Fast forward to the age of 22, I've worked with the top AI agency consulting firm in the world, and this is the exact method used to scale literally thousands of students from 0 to the first 5 clients. I'm going to give it all away for free, the exact breakdown in every step of the way, including how to get leads, how to get them in instantly, and then actually how to create copy, which I promise you've never seen before, to actually start closing some deals. So let's check it out. I want this to be value-based and to the point. So I've sent over 1,400 personalized looms. I've tried it, it does work, but there's a much easier way. And trust me, looms, after a while, you get tired of making them. So just so you know you're not wasting your time, here's a bunch of case studies you can quickly check out, all using the exact method I'm going to show you. So if you are looking to get more appointments, this is the way forward. From 7,000 leads, and we get these leads from Apollo, it's public data, we were able to turn that into 151 warm replies, opportunities that you can see here of people saying, yep, I'd like to learn more about your services and how you can help me with AI or your SMMA, whatever services you're offering. Same with event management. We've got from 7,448 leads, 420 warm replies, as you can see here. So I won't bore you with all these case studies. Let's jump into it. First things first is we need to choose an industry, and you've got to choose one that will actually perform, otherwise you're going to be completely cooked. So here are some industries that you can use today that have been yielding 3 to 10% reply rates. So every 1,000 replies or every 1,000 emails sent out, you're getting 3 to 100 positive warm responses back to you. So highly recommend choosing one of these. We'll use one for an example today. Let's go for solar. Solar will be fun, okay? So Apollo, the best way to get leads, but we don't want to scrape the leads from there because otherwise they are going to take all your money. We don't need to do that. There's a cheaper way. I'm going to show you what you need to do. Here's Apollo. It's messy, it's confusing, and it's annoying. There's a better way. Instead of trying to go through and think about how many employees and it's a mess. Go to ChatGPT, go to Explore GPTs, and then we're going to go for Apollo GPT. Okay, so you just go to Explore, search Apollo GPT. This gold and black one will come up. I've already got it, so it may not come up for me. Add it. Happy days. Now we go in. All right. I am targeting fintech industry. I am looking for founders only. Give me the best keywords, industries to target for them, and tell me what to remove as well. We'll let that load. That's literally all we need to do, and it gives us a full-on breakdown of industries, keywords, and which keywords to exclude. So let's jump in. What we can now go to is, these are the job titles you want: owner, founder, C-suite, partner, director, email status verified. For employees, okay, this is where a lot of people go wrong. We don't want to have too many because then it's too hard to go through the sales cycle. It just becomes exceptionally long and it's a pain. So what I recommend is going for 5 to 50. This is a good range and we can always adjust later. You see how the number's now gone to 2.9 million? That's the amount of leads that are showing up. We want to get that number between 8 to 12K. That is the sweet spot. We can then go to industry and keywords. We can then literally go to the keywords over here. We can copy. That number's going to shoot down. And then we can go to exclude. Get rid of these because there's going to be a lot of competitors, other agencies, other marketers hidden within here underneath fintech. So what we can do is exclude. Fortunately, I have too many, so we've got to get rid of 5. Let's go for these. There we go, now at 70K. We still need it to go down a little bit. So what we can do here is add industries. And to clarify, what are the main industries we need to filter down to 10K leads. And this may seem like we're spending a lot of time on this, but you want to make sure you're doing it right, because at the end of the day, if you have bad leads and you run this whole system, you're just going to get rubbish back. So it's worth putting in the effort now to make sure you're going to get great results after. So we got fintech, computer, let's see what we got. This will be good. There we go. 9K, perfect. So now we have 9K, and let's now see if these guys are actually fintech companies. So we can click on them, we'll check a few. All right, blockchain, solutions, Web3, finance, yeah, perfect. And the reason why we want to go for industries like fintech and things that are a little bit different, let's say, compared to roofers, home remodeling, which do work, don't get me wrong, but fintech have huge budgets. They have a lot more money, meaning when we have AI solutions which we can offer, or any solutions in that fact, then it allows us to make them more money, save them way more money, or save them way more time. And the other two options of saving them money or making them money is going to be hugely valuable because the scale is much bigger, so we can actually charge more. All right, so now we have our lead list. What we do, we take that, the URL, we go over to Scraper City, go to Apollo Scraper, get started. It's going to ask for payment details, whatnot. You literally, once you've done that, you literally copy the URL from here, go to Apollo Scraper, and it gives you all the leads. Way cheaper than doing it through Apollo. Once that's done, you then go to Million Verifier, and this will allow you to verify the leads. If you were just to go from the Apollo leads and then straight to Instantly, it's going to burn all of your email domains, and that is not what you want. So Million Verifier, verify them, use this over here, only $39. And then from there, we are now at a place where we found the leads on Apollo. These are killers. These are founders, owners with a lot of money that need help. We've gone to Scraper City to get them much cheaper. We've gone to Million Verifier to make sure they're good leads. Then we go to Instantly. If you've got a new account, you need to set this up. Super simple. What you need to do is have 18 inboxes, just like this. Mine are already live sending. I've got campaigns running. You can see all the new emails coming through, 52. What you need to do is go to Add New, Done For You email setup, and then type in the domain you want to start. So let's say Try AI Services. Let's go for that. Remove org, you don't want to be an organization. And then it's going to give you variations of this. You need to get 6 of them. Doesn't really matter. These are all just sending accounts for volume purposes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to next. And then we have a whole bunch of inboxes now. So these are emails from each domain. And what we want to do is only have 3 inboxes per domain you buy. So we can get rid of 2 per domain. And you'll be able to see that here. You can see ultra-tryaiservices.com. There's 5 of them. And then they have different variations of my name in front. So we can get rid of 2 for every single domain, leaving us with 3 inboxes per domain. And the reason why we do that is just to make sure our sending volume within Instantly is at a safe level. If we have too many inboxes per domain, it can harm the reply rate and the deliverability score. So we don't want that. Keep going through. Happy days. And then it's going to cost you $180, which in the grand scheme of things is extremely cheap when you're able to get results like that. From there, instead of going down the typical, here's how we can help you get X result in X time and just having an offer. That is the worst way to do cold email. You're never going to get any results. You may have tried it before. It's a pain. It's not going to work. Instead, I want you to try something called the podcast method. Disclaimer, you do not need any 4K equipment, any cameras, or anything like that. This is purely to build rapport, and it's a super powerful method. It's been used against thousands of students and it's got amazing results like the ones you can see. So I want you to think about it like this. You're inviting business owners to talk about their business and what they're struggling with. Any business owner that sees they've been invited to a podcast now feels like a big dog. Their ego is getting stroked and it's something that they want to learn more about. So they're going to say yes, which is how we're able to get such high replays. From there, you hop on the call with them. It's a basically an intro call just to learn if they're a good fit. You don't want to waste your time with these guys. So you hop on the call. Hey, John, thanks for hopping on. It'd be great to see if you're a good fit for the podcast. Could you tell me a little bit more about what you're doing with a fintech company? Have a normal, typical conversation. From there, you can start asking a little bit more questions to see if they're a good fit, such as, how are you guys currently getting clients? What does that process look like? Is it all through word of mouth? I had a look at your current socials and it looks like you're not posting anything. So we can start understanding where these guys are at. And then once we have them on the podcast, we're just asking more questions. It's essentially a discovery call rather than an actual podcast, which allows us to understand where they're struggling. So at the end of the podcast, we can say, John, you mentioned you're getting all your clients through word of mouth and things have kind of been slowing down. It's kind of what you said. Is that right? Yeah. I'm not saying we definitely can help, but there may be some ways we can use X, Y, Z to kind of automate that process or help you get more clients in that way. Would it be cool to kind of have a quick chat and learn more about that? 90% of the time they say yes. We literally have a 90% conversion from podcast to discovery call / sales call. And from there, because they already know who you are, they like you, they are so much more likely to go ahead. So what you can do here is use this exact script, tailor it to your industry, and you will be able to get extremely high reply rates, hop on these calls, and literally close them. And the way I want you to think about it is, imagine you see a beautiful girl walking down the street and you say, oh my God, you're so beautiful, come home with me. She's going to tell you to go home. She doesn't want any part of it. But if you said, oh, hi there, how are you doing? Would you be open to having a coffee? There's a much higher chance to say yes. And it's the same in business. You don't want to go direct and try and sell them off the bat. You need to build rapport, relationship, and it's going to make it so much easier to actually start closing deals. If you want a full breakdown of the offers that you can use to actually start closing some deals, there's a link in the comments where you can book in a call with me, doing basically a free breakdown of how you can scale your agency. The benefit for me is I'm going to get content from it. If that sounds good, see you there. And if you apply this, promise you, you'll be able to start closing some deals.